Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Uber Cooled Garage. As you can see, the ghia is finally running. Got a couple issues to work out, so let's get to it. So, as you could hear in the video, the idle was really high. I'm sitting at like 3,500 RPMs. Turns out I had a vacuum leak, which I just made a super cheap paper gasket. For now, I had to order another one, so I got a new gasket. So I'll install that real quick and see if that helps, and then I'll do another vacuum leak check and make sure that I don't have any other ones. See if I can get that idle down, and then I'll mess with the settings a little bit. I gotta set timing and all kinds of stuff. So now it's just time to get this thing roadworthy and mess with the tuning a little bit, and we should be good to rock. So came up with an issue with the ghia. Raised up the rear suspension as much as I could. With the transmission raise, my axle angle when I raise up the car is at the wrong angle. The axles actually lock up. So as you can see, this is as high as I can get the car off of the ground. So it looks like the radiator is gonna go back here. I'm gonna tuck it away in the corner, build a encapsulation for it. That way it pulls air from the hood with a 12-inch fan on the back side, and that'll get exhausted out underneath the car. So hopefully this works. If it doesn't, I can always add another radiator onto the other side and run 2 radiators. So we will get this in and see how it works. So this is what I got so far. Notched that down, bent it down so then it's out of the way of the radiator. You'll understand when I slide the radiator in. I mounted the fan there. I'm going to build a shroud that caps that area and caps this area over here. And then the radiator will sit right in this little channel. So we'll cap this stuff and run some wires and then get some mounts going for the radiator, and then I'll shield off the radiator, so then the radiator just gets air from the standoffs and then it'll blow through, and then underneath I'm gonna section out a part where the radiator, hot radiator air can come out from underneath the car. Made a template out of poster board, and then I had some scrap stainless laying around the garage. So here's one piece, and we'll get this in and I'll let you guys see how it looks. So there's one side of the fan. I have a little corner piece filling the bottom. The template for this side to cover it up. And then I already went ahead and made another piece that fits in there. This one's screwed in, so then I can get to the taillight wiring. So that actually looks really good. I kind of really like how it looks. I actually might even cut a piece of stainless for the other side so then it matches, because it really looks really cool. So this is just the fan shroud. Once the radiator's in, I'll build a shroud around the radiator so then it can't suck air from around the radiator. So then it makes it have to pull through the radiator. So, getting better. This is partially what I got done on the radiator system comes out there, goes into a tank, drops down there, loops down, goes across there, comes up, over, and into the radiator, and then the lower just comes directly off the radiator back into the motor. It's not the prettiest system in the world, but I think it'll work. The radiator shroud I'll do next. I also made this alternator belt pulley system until I can find the correct size belt. The belts that I have found are either a little tiny bit too short or way too long, so I had this one laying around. So we'll see if this works as well. All this stuff is just temporary. The radiator, I'll figure out a different way, and as soon as I get the alternator pulley, all of that stuff will change as well. Got the outside radiator shroud done. I went to film it and didn't realize that my camera died. So this is some scrap stainless that I had laying around. It turned out really good. Still have to make the lower shroud to close off the bottom. But the top's done, the fan's mounted and wired. So we'll try this out and see how it goes. Alright guys, that's all I have for you this week. Next week's video, we'll try and get this thing on the road, get it moving under its own power, make sure everything's functioning properly, start messing with the tune a little bit more, and we'll see how that goes. So I'll see you guys on the next one. See you guys later.